Welcome to Help Your Math. We are going to look at an absolute value equation. So let's take a look at the absolute value of x minus 8 equals 0. Absolute value says that whatever is within the absolute value loses its sign. In other words, the distance from 0 is always going to be positive. So x minus 8 equals 0. We're saying the distance of x minus 8 from 0 is just 0. So x minus 8 equals 0. That's the equation that we can set up. Okay, so x minus 8, the absolute value of 0 is 0. So the absolute value of x minus 8 is 0 says that x minus 8 must equal 0. We can add 8 to both sides. And that's going to say x is equal to 8. Okay, let's just take another example, because this is saying that the distance from 0 is 0. The distance of this from 0 is 0, so therefore this must be equal to 0. But let's suppose that we said the distance from this to 0 is 10. So absolute value of x minus 8 is equal to 10. Okay, so the distance of this from 0 is 10 units. Well, then this has to be either 10, right? It has to be either a 10 on the number line, or it has to be a negative 10 on the number line. So let's just take a look at the number line for a second. Here's 0, here's 10, and here's negative 10. This is 10 units from 0 here, and this is 10 units from 0 here. So it would be correct to say that either x minus 8 is equal to 10, or x minus 8 is equal to negative 10. Both would be correct because in both cases, the distance from 0 is 10. And we could just go through and solve both of these equations. Again, here on this side, we would add 8 to both sides. And that gives us x is equal to 18. In the second case, we would add 8 to both sides. And in this case, negative 10 plus 8 is negative 2. So in both of these cases, x minus 8 is going to give us, in this case, 18 minus 8 is 10. So we would be over here, and that is in fact 10 units from 0. And negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10, which again is in fact 10 units from 0. Okay, let's take another case. Suppose x minus 8, the absolute value, is equal to negative 2. Okay, well in this case, there actually is no solution at all, because absolute value is the distance from 0, and the distance from 0 cannot be negative. Distance is a positive number, so there is no solution. It must be 0 or positive. In other words, distance cannot be negative. So there is no solution here. And these are the three separate cases. If it's equal to 0, then what's inside the absolute value is equal to 0. If it's equal to a positive number, then you have two cases. It's either equal to the positive of this or it's equal to the negative of this, because it could be on either side of 0. And if it's equal to a negative number, then there is no solution because absolute value must be positive.